So you're all a member of a Toastmasters club. And as you well know, that does not come free. You've made an investment in Toastmasters. And if I recall correctly, it's about $26 for every 6 months, correct? Now, when you make an investment of your $36, you expect that investment to grow. You expect to get something for having invested your money. If you had a piece of property that you purchased, purchasing the property would be the first step. But if you really wanted that property to take on value, you'd have to take care of it, right? If it was an empty lot, you'd mow the grass. You'd check on it every once in a while, make sure any trash that was there was picked up, right? If there was a house on that site, you could boost its value by slapping some paint on it, maybe spending a little bit of time and putting a new roof on it. You do a series of things that would boost the value of your investment. Well, your $36 investment in Toastmaster can also be boosted, but it's going to take some action on your part. But do it right, and potentially you can cause that Toastmasters investment to double, triple, maybe even quadruple in value. Do I have your interest now? All right. So how do you get value out of belonging to a Toastmasters club? Well, hopefully you become a better speaker, right? And there's two ways that's going to happen. The first way is that you're going to get a chance to see other people give speeches. We learn by watching. And the more people that you can observe, the more different speaking styles, the more you're going to get out of your Toastmasters investment. Now, the second way that you're going to get value from your Toastmasters investment is by actually getting up here and giving speeches. And the more people who hear you give a speech in a Toastmasters club, the more feedback that you're going to get. The more feedback that you get, the better a speaker you're going to become quicker. So really two major benefits, and they're both driven by the same thing: having more people be a part of your Toastmasters club. And remember, we talked about that property or that land that you owned. It would take some maintenance to make sure that it grew in value, right? Same thing with your Toastmasters membership. It's going to take some effort on your part to make sure that your investment in Toastmasters yields a value to you. You need to reach out and encourage other people to join your club. The more people who join your club, the more valuable your investment in Toastmasters is going to become. Now, if I gave you 2 pieces of wood and a nail, somehow I think you could probably join those 2 pieces of wood together using the nail. It wouldn't be pretty, but I'm sure you could come up with a way to do it. Think about how much easier that would be to do if you had a hammer. The right tool makes any job that much easier. So when it comes to maximizing the value that you're going to get out of your Toastmasters Club investment, you need to have the right tool. And I've got some great news for you. I've got the tool that's going to help you do that. The tool is called the grab technique. Can I hear you all say that? Grab technique. Very good. Very good. Now, the grab technique, it's an acronym. 4 simple letters, but they're really your roadmap to boosting membership in your Toastmasters Club. The first letter, G, means get people's attention. If you're working on your Toastmasters speeches at home, if you're not telling people about your involvement in Toastmasters, nobody's ever going to find out about how important Toastmasters is. When you're working on a speech, when you're preparing to go to a club meeting, when you're attending a weekend event, tell people what you're doing. Get them interested. Tell them why you're going. Practice your speeches on people who are not members of Toastmasters. Let them understand what you're doing. The second letter is R, which stands for recruiting. Once you make sure that people know what you're doing, it's your obligation to determine whether or not they're a good fit for your club. Not everybody is. Remember, the club is your investment. You only want to include those people in your club who are going to boost the value of your investment. The A stands for ask. And when you're talking with somebody about Toastmasters, you need to ask them what they want to achieve, both in their career and in their personal life also. Ultimately, whoever asks us those questions these days? Nobody. Not family, not friends. If you ask, if you show the interest in what's going on in their life, and if you also represent Toastmasters, they'll make the association between the two, that Toastmasters can help them both in their career and in what they have going on in their personal life. And the last letter is D. Oh, I'm sorry, last letter is B, actually. We changed ours here. And B stands for beckon. Remember Newton's first law of energy. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. So you could have done the best job of telling somebody about Toastmasters. You could have shared with them all the value that Toastmasters can bring to them. But unless you beckon, unless you invite them to come to a meeting, nothing's going to happen. But there you go. 4 simple steps. The grab technique gives you a chance to reach out and bring more people into your Toastmasters club. And remember, by doing this, you're boosting the value of your Toastmasters investment, which in the end benefits everybody. Mr. Toastmaster.